The Nigerian movie industry is waxing stronger indeed. Now, the 2021 edition of the Nigerian Media Merit Awards (NMMA) may have come and gone, but the memories of the event will linger in the minds of many, especially those that recognized for their stern contributions to the quality of content and growth of the broadcast industry in Nigeria. One of our own, Nmma Pius Ikerave, with the NTA program Against All Odds, also got a pat on the back for her hard work and commitment to quality programming.
Nmma Lucy Pius Ikerave
of English Language from Ahmadu Bello University. She is the principal producer of Nigeria Television Authority, Abuja. She is also the chief press secretary of National Commission for Persons with Disabilities, Plateau House Central Area, Abuja.
The event was the 29th edition of the Nigerian Media Merit Award, a ceremony that brings dignitaries from all walks of life, veterans, and young media practitioners from the print and broadcast industry dominated Kogi State in honor of and to celebrate with the winners of the Nigerian Media Merit Awards 2021. The award, which was established in the early 90s, seeks not only to reward the excellent in media practice in Nigeria, but also to encourage healthy competition amongst practitioners in media organizations. Awards were given in more than 51 categories to various winners, with the majority in print category. Ray Power was declared the Radio of the Year. In the television category, Channels Television won the Television of the Year. Nmma Pius Ikerave, a principal producer in Programs Directorate Abuja, emerged the winner of the Television Production of the Year for the program Against All Odds. It is noteworthy to state that this is the first time NTA is participating in the awards ceremony since its inception. Ololade Adeniji Adele and Fatima Umar, who was also nominated, received the award on her behalf.
Always has the best. Like I said, in NTA you have the best hands in television, not only in Nigeria, but in the whole of Africa. So always has the best. We've not won anything in the past, simply because we did not we did not put in for the competition. Simple. This year we did 5 entries, and out of those 5 entries, 3 were mentioned. So the fact that we have not been in the news for quite some time, it's not it's not because we are not supposed to be on the news. It's just because simply because we did not put in for the competition. This year we did, and look at what has happened. So it's going to be consistent now from this year going forward. Every year NTA must go in for the Media Merit Awards. That's the only way to prove that we are the best.
Against All Odds is a program designed to identify, showcase, and celebrate uncommon stories of Nigerians who have defied obstacles and odds in their journey to limelight and stardom. It is intended to inspire hope, encourage our young men and women to imbibe the virtues of hard work, commitment, honesty, and persistence in their life's pursuit. Against All Odds is also a media platform designed to promote the inclusion of people with disabilities, to avail the people with disabilities at the grassroots an enabling environment to thrive with their skills and potentials, to project the image of achievers in the disability community by presenting them as a role model, thereby giving hope to the people with disabilities who might have given up on themselves as a result of their disabilities.
Tell you, it is amazing. I really don't even know how to describe the feeling, but I know that the feeling is just a feeling of thank you God, thank you Jesus. It's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. I have never imagined, in fact it has never crossed my mind that this will happen someday. Against All Odds has just been a selfless, passionate production that has been able to, what has kept us going is the fact that people's lives are being changed. At every point that there's a production, someone just, it clicks. It's like we tell a story that changes another person's life. So Against All Odds for me has just been like a process towards changing lives, giving hope to the hopeless. That's all. We've never seen this coming. We've never, ever seen this coming. Women and children with disability. Women and children with disability, you will agree with me, that are one of the most vulnerable set of persons with disability. That is because it is not easy to be a woman. Sule, I must tell you the truth. Producing Against All Odds, it's extremely taxing. It's a unique program. It's not just like an everyday program where you just see an everyday guest and all that. And so, source the guest, because I remember when we started Against All Odds, there was a question that was asked, can we sustain it? And I said, yes, we can sustain it, because we will never go out of guests or issues around disability to discuss. But now, getting quality guests that will really tell their stories to touch another person. The motto of Against All Odds is bringing hope and inspiration to your doorstep. So for us to bring hope and inspiration to your doorstep, it really has to be a story that when it's being told, even you will wake up from your dark corner and say, wow, I can actually move on. So sourcing guests for Against All Odds is a big deal. And then getting this guest to come out of their shell and to tell their real stories. It's another job, that the crew will have to do to rock them out of their minds, to tell us the story as it is, so that we can see the truth and reality of the stories to be able to help another person who is watching. I will say, thanks be to God who has given me the strength, because it has to do with strength, and then the knowledge to see how you can balance here and there. I am very grateful to God, and I'm so grateful to my mother of perpetual help. I don't leave her out. People don't understand why, but I know. Then my husband, Sule. It is not every man that will... Your wife works from here, I'm at the commission, and then at the commission I need to go back to tidy up script. In the night, sometimes my husband is sleeping and I'm in a corner in the house and I'm voicing my script, and then he'll hear, but he'll just put pillows on his neck to just sleep and let me do my thing. Then my children, they are so amazing. They don't see their mom always, but they give me the full support. So in that aspect, it is the family I have. My husband has been so supportive. My children, my sister that stays with me, in fact, they are the ones that make life very easy for me when I have to run out of the house very early in the morning and then I come back very late at night. It is just the family I have. I want to say thank you to my husband and my children.
This is Against All Odds.
This program has a large viewing audience within and outside the country. Against All Odds presentation components brought out a story of a farmer who is blind from Kogi State of Nigeria, who has large hectares of farmland for the production of cassava, maize, and mango. He lacked access to mechanized farming equipment and facilities which limited him from making good use of his farmland. After the story, he was supported by the World Bank with 2 million naira for the cultivation of tomatoes.
So this is yam heaps.
Cassava and maize.
Okay.
Yam heap is at home.
Okay.
So where I planted maize now, I'm going to plant guinea corn. Anytime it's rain now. So palm oil.
Palm oil.
Put small salt.
And salt.
Yeah. It is harmless.
Okay.
It is harmless.
So there's a lot of patronage for cassava here.
That is the only edible food for us. Though we know, we thank God, we thank the TV people that are farming here.
Yeah.
No farmer is now farming, trading a large scale of yam now.
Okay.
Because the work is very tedious. But this one is very easy.
Yes.
You prepare, you can drink gari, you can prepare eba, you can prepare yam, fufu,
Yes.
flour,
Yes. Alibo.
Amala. Then starch.
With it, yes.
Yes.
So the market is moving.
It's moving, yes. It's moving.
This is Against All Odds.
The winning entry focused on a Nigerian amputee, David Anyole, who is a victim of war in Sierra Leone. Despite challenges and limitations by the society, David's story is one of hope to many, especially with people with disabilities, that success and fulfillment are achievable even when the odds are against you.
People, don't fire yet! Where? I was in Freetown, Sierra Leone for a business trip. During my stay, the RUF rebels invaded Freetown. Nigerian contingent of Nmma was deployed to flush them out. What they call invasion. Freetown invasion. In the course of mopping out and pushing out the rebels from Freetown, the rebels were going house to house looking for Nigerians, capturing them and killing and protecting their hands. So on the 19th of January, the rebels captured me, not only me, other Nigerians. In the course of trying to negotiate, they said that the Nigerian government was attacking them in the name of Nmma, that Freetown does not belong to Nigeria, it belongs to Sierra Leone. Therefore, they want Nmma to leave their land. And to them, the only way to pass their message is for them to, cut our hands. So, my friends who were there, other Nigerians, they started picking us one after the other, cutting our hands. And Benedict Ibuna was the first person to amputate his two hands. He died in the process, followed by his elder brother, Nmma Ibuna. So I was there negotiating, asking them how much they want so that we can be able to pay them and allow people to go. At a stage, when I thought it had succeeded, the rebels said, no, it's not about money, it's about their position. So they say, my hand must be chopped off. These are young people between the age of 12 and 14. So they asked me to put my hands on the stool. While I tried to resist, they cocked the rifle to open fire on me. So I placed my left hand, so they cut it. While I was screaming and asking God to help me, they said they want to cut my right hand. I asked them how much they want. Any amount they want, I'm going to pay. They say no, that they must cut it. And if I resist, they will kill me. So in the course of doing that, The small boy kicked me to open fire on me. So I said, okay, you can cut the right hand. So that was how my right hand was cut off. So while that was going on, I was screaming, calling on God to help me. They said, why must I call God? I should go and tell Nigerian government to stop attacking them in the name of ECOMOG, that Freetown does not belong to Nigeria, it belongs to Sierra Leoneans. It was there that I started, leaving the place where this thing happened, which is called Kisi Bypass, Shell Bus Stop, Kisi Bypass in Freetown. That was how I walked from there to up to where they call Ferry Junction, from Ferry Junction to Upgon, from Upgon to Kisi Road. I saw UN vehicle on the way. I beckoned on them. They picked me. They asked me, who am I? I explained. They say, if I see soldiers, will I identify myself? I said, yes, I can identify myself. They said, okay, if it is so, that they will carry me. By that time, my body is full of burnt. My skins were burnt, so I was bleeding, and that was how I was taken to Connaught Hospital in Freetown, Sierra Leone, where I was given first aid, and from there treatment commenced. The Nigerian contingent of ECOMOG heard about what happened to me. They sent their soldiers to come and evacuate me from the Connaught Hospital and moved me to military hospital in Freetown, Sierra Leone. They moved me to ECOMOG Hospital in Freetown, Sierra Leone. From there, I was evacuated to military hospital, Lagos, where I was treated. On the 3rd of February, 1999, I was there in military hospital, Yaba, up to August 30th, 1999, when I was discharged. That was how I lost my limbs.
This is against all odds.
We said in the beginning that it's normal for people who are in your condition to beg. Okay, so when you come across people like that and you have carved a niche for yourself, what do you say to them?
I advise them, but they are not taking my advice. Even now, there are 3 of them. They are inside this market. I gave them advice more than 5 times. I said, this is what you are doing. You are yabbing yourself. See many people. Some people, they get one leg. If people outside get now, you will see them. Some people are selling wallet. Some people are selling beds. Some people are selling ice space. Some people are selling that card or ID card. So, you see, but some of them, they don't kill it at their heart to beg. You see, that's why I see, person, nothing happen with him. He get 2 legs, he get 2 hands. Whether man or woman, they are begging. You see? So, now mine, anyone put in your mind, God go help you. Anytime I thank God, I see myself like this. I told you, I don't have any problem. I see me as a disabled. Without rainy season, those legs not defend me. By the time of rainy season, I don't lie you, the leg defend me. During rainy season. But if rainy season, I'm okay. But when rainy season start, I will take 1 month, 2 weeks, and not pick up market. Because they are too heavy to me. During rainy season. But when I was that season, I'm okay on my life, man.
So if somebody comes now and wants to help you, okay, you did not beg, but the person looks at what you're doing and the person is encouraged and the person wants to help you, what kind of help do you think they should render to you?
Many of such grassroots stories are part of the success stories of the program.
There are certain things that happens to you in life that your morning becomes suddenly dark and the whole world just becomes blank. You just feel like you want to end it all. Yourself and your family members are sent into sorrow, depression, tears, and so much sadness around you. But you know, it is said that when life throws you lemons, use them to make lemonades. Only God knows the situation of a child.
For Doshima, Against All Odds offers concrete recommendations about how media can reduce the typical representation of disability, discrimination, and advance quality inclusion. However, all this will not be possible without the support of the production crew, family, and ultimately the right environment provided by the management for the staff to thrive.
But I was telling someone the other day that the best thing that will happen to you in life is having a boss who is a mentor, who is your mentor, and who is your father figure, and who understands production. Understanding production in the way that we have different types of productions, and then when he understands your passion, and then he helps you through it. The environment has made it very easy because Mr. Wale Coker actually wore the shoes of Against All Odds, and so he understood what the program was all about. And whenever I run to him, like, we need to do this, we need to do that, he has always been supportive. All the travels, at every point, sometimes you ask, why do you need to go that far? I say, we need to go that far so we can get the raw stories of these persons. That way people's lives will be touched. So he has supported Against All Odds. He has supported Against All Odds, and he has made the production very easy. This award, it's for him.
I'm sure you're pretty excited about our next guest, as I am. She is one of us, and she is the producer of the show, well, a bit of the show that you just watched, Against All Odds, and her name is Nmma Pius Ikerave. You're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's good to have you. I've not seen you forever.
Yeah, I've been out there just trying to settle out some things.
All right, and congratulations in order for emerging winner of Nigeria Merit Awards.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
So how does it feel?
Whoa!
Indeed, for Nmma it was a double celebration, the ring and the award. For Nmma recently tied the knot with her heartthrob on the same day the award was given. Both medals are sure signs of years of commitment and dedication. The wedding had in attendance persons with disabilities doing great in their space, and a lot of others were present to ensure the success of the event.
Wonderful couple. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me wish Nmma a very successful, wonderful, happy married life. She is getting married today, and this is a double honor for Nmma. Our best wishes to Nmma. Thank you very much.
I got married on Saturday. My wedding was on Saturday. The nomination came a week before my wedding, and I saw the date. It was my wedding day. I was like, oh, I wish I was going to be there to, be among the nominees to just collect and all that. And, well, fate made it that way, and it was fine. And on Saturday, as a new bride, I was so engrossed in my after wedding and all that. So very early in the morning, when we're trying to set our guests to leave, my assistant producer, John, ran into the room. In fact, he didn't wear slippers. I heard him screaming from outside, we won, and everything in my hands flew in. I fell on the ground. I just fell on the ground and I started crying. I was crying and people there were shouting. In fact, I shouted until my voice went dry. I was like, oh my God, how did this happen? Slee, I must tell you that this award, it can only be God.
Indeed, Nmma has proved that persistence and commitment pays against all odds.
to be moved. I carry your presence everywhere. Who am I? Your mind is so full of me. Mortal man, awesome God. Mortal man, awesome God. Mortal man, awesome God.